Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle. And today we are talking about how Nikki Haley finally won something. She basically finally won it's not a state. She hasn't won a state yet, but she has won Washington D.C.'s primary. Which the only reason they get a primary is because every state and every, I think it's I can't remember what they're called, but there's like Puerto Rico, Washington D.C., American Samoa, like all the other ones that are not states, but they're considered part of the U.S. So they're allowed to vote in primaries. They're just not allowed to actually vote in actual elections. So it is very well. Actually, Washington D.C. can vote do that. Actually, I can't remember if they can vote in the actual election or not. I don't think they can, but I'm not sure about that. I think they might be able to. No, I think they do. I think they do vote in the actual election. I think that's the only one that does. But yeah, Washington, D.C. Voted for Nikki Haley 62% to Donald Trump's 33%, and she won all the delegates in Washington, D.C., which I wouldn't say is a surprise to a lot of people. Honestly, if I was anyone, if you were a Republican candidate, I wouldn't be happy about winning the Washington, D.C. Republican primary because it kind of ousts you as like a Democrat. And not a Democrat, but like having more Democrat values or being a rhino. Because winning Washington, D.C., most of those Republicans in Washington, D.C. aren't hardcore Republicans. They're either really left-wing Republicans or they are open primary Democrats that are voting for Nikki Haley, which that's probably what happened. But only about 1,000, only 2,000 only voted in this actual primary. So honestly, I don't see this as a big win for Nikki Haley. I see this as a win for her. I mean, this is obviously a win for her because she finally won something. This at least boosts her campaign a tiny bit because she got 19 delegates. Like, that's a lot of delegates. But not like a lot, as in like hundreds of delegates that could happen on Super Tuesday or like a lot. Like hundreds of delegates that'll happen on Super Tuesday that Trump will probably win almost every single one. But for Nikki Haley purposes, like just for her personally, I think this is a win for Nikki Haley, but not a big win. It's a win that shows she's still viable in some instances, like Washington, D.C. She might be competitive in like certain states, maybe more open primary states, but like I showed in my last video with Idaho and Missouri, deep red states that will not vote for a rhino. It just shows that Nikki Haley isn't going to win this race at all. As of right now, it just shows Nikki Haley isn't going to win, and Nikki Haley is just going to win. If she does win anything, it's going to be stuff like this, like Washington, D.C., or some other ones like Puerto Rico or something like that. I just don't see her winning anything else besides that. But yeah, I just want to talk to you about this, guys, today. And let's look at the GOP delegate tracker now. So as of right now, Trump's at 244, and Nikki Haley is at 43. Again, Super Tuesday is coming up. Let me look just to make sure. I don't think there is any before Super Tuesday. Well, actually, there is. There is another one before Super Tuesday, and it is North Dakota's, which is a decent one. You get 29 delegates, which is pretty good. Compared to DC, it's kind of close the same way. Trump's probably going to get all of North Dakota's. I'll probably make a video on that as well. On North Dakota's, I think it's going to be today, and then Super Tuesday. Sorry, I've been making a lot of videos on each state, which honestly, I mean, there's not really much about politics right now that's happening, so it's just to keep in the news and everything. But yeah, this was a win for Nikki Haley. She finally won something. But out of all the rest of the states or any of the other territories, that's what they're called. They're called territories. I just don't see Nikki Haley winning them. Like, looking through it right now, Trump's going to probably win every single one of these. There's the American Samoa, and that's the only one that probably Nikki Haley has a shot. Like the islands, Guam, she might have that. Like, it's mainly the territories she has a shot at. I don't think she has a shot at anything else besides those. Rhode Island, maybe. I just don't see it happening, though. Like the smaller states and like the territories are the only ones I could see her actually getting a shot at winning. But since Super Tuesday's coming up, and none of the smaller states or the other than Vermont, none of the smaller states are going to be up around then. So I just see her dropping out after Super Tuesday. If she doesn't drop out, Trump will win by the 19th, like I've said in the past. And it's just going to be a Trump victory. That's just what's going to happen. But yeah, if there's anything else that comes in the news, I'm definitely going to make a video on it. I just haven't been making videos on them because there's nothing else in the news that's really a big thing to talk about. But yeah, I just want to talk about this with you guys. I'll make another one on North Dakota, and then I'll make one on Super Tuesday. I'll cut these off once Trump either wins the nomination or if Nikki Haley drops out. If Nikki Haley drops out, there's no use to make these videos because, I mean, Trump's obviously going to win every single one at that point, and it really doesn't matter. And until Trump actually says Trump wins the nomination, and I'll actually make a video about that. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys about this, and I'll make a video the next day about North Dakota. And yeah, if there's anything else that comes up, I'll definitely make a video on it. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.